All right, so let's handle the situation where we have to deal with the expired token of 401 error. Okay, so here Axios gives us this another function, interceptors dot response dot use. Okay, so the use, we can create some kind of a middleware function here, so that will be that will execute on each response. So when we make a request, we get the response. So if the response contains 401 unauthorized error, then if you want to do something here, well, you can. And what we want to do here is we want to force log out the user. Okay, so here we can handle the response and error. So each time we get the response, it could be a successful response or error response. Okay, so we have to handle both. So we create two functions, async function response. So if we get the response, that's good. We can just return response. That's all good, nice and easy. But if we get the error, we have to have another function, so comma, and then we write another function, async function error. If we get the error, we handle the error here. So basically what we want to do here is we want to force log out the user. So first let me put it in a variable, response error dot response. So when you use Axios, when you do try catch, then whatever you do, you get the error. To access that error, you have to actually use this, write your code this way, error dot response. Okay, and then we take the status code of the response. So response status equals 401, that is unauthorized error. If we get that, and response dot config and response, sorry, config and not response dot config dot double underscore is retry request. If it is not a retry request, then what you want to do is you want to execute a code that will remove the user, basically log out the user by force. Okay, so to do that, first thing we have to do is we have to remove the token, the user information and the token from the local storage, and then we have to set the user null, token empty in the state, and then maybe we can redirect the user to a sign-in page. Right, so we can do all that here. Let's do, so await async storage. Do we have that here? Yes, we do. Great. Await async storage, sorry, async storage dot remove item by the name of @auth. All right, so that will remove the user from the async storage. Update the state, user null, token empty, and then finally you want to redirect the user to sign-in page. So we have to access the navigation, and for that we can use the hook, because this is not one of the screens, so we can't access the props directly. So we can use that hook, import use navigation from @react navigation /native. Okay, so we execute that hook. Let me just put it here. What do we call it? We call it navigation. So const navigation equals to use navigation. We execute that, and then we can just access the property push that will redirect the user. So navigation dot, oh sorry, not push. I think we can use push as well, but let's just use navigate, and we navigate to sign in. All right, so whether you use the camel case like this or all lowercase, just make sure this is right. Okay, now this should work. So if the token is expired, then user will be logged out and redirected to sign in page. Now to give this a try, we have to log out and log in, and then that time our controller can generate a token that will maybe expire in a minute or few seconds. So let's give that a try, just to give it a try. Let me just use 1M. One, that might mean 1 month. Let me just Google it. Sometimes if you're not sure, you can always Google set JWT token expiration time 1 hour. Okay, so I didn't find the exact answer here. Let me just use just a value, I think 30 seconds. I think this will mean basically seconds. So if you do D, that will be 30 days, but let's just try 30. That is our sign in. So let me just log out again, go back to screen nav, change this to home. Let me log out, log in. Okay, so this should expire in 30 seconds. So once it is expired, let's see what we get. We should get some kind of a error here, and we should get redirected to sign in page. The user must be removed from the states. Let's try that. Based on the code that we write in our context. Okay, so let's try sending an image, choose. Okay, so JWT expired, but we didn't get redirected. The warning, response status is undefined. Line 30. Alright, so I had to pause the video for a couple of minutes to figure this out. So what I did is I did a very silly typo here. You can see here it's a typo. Response should be response, PONSE. I guess I did that typo. Hopefully you didn't. Okay, so I correct that, and then I had to just log out once. When I log out once, reload the device. Okay, just do that, and then now if you try it should work. Now let's go to the account, and here let's try uploading this image, and you immediately get redirected to sign in page, because we generated the token for only 30 seconds and that immediately expired. Now let me try again one more time. Sign again. Okay, you can see immediately we get redirected. But if I go to the controller and undo that change from 30 to 70, I think that 30 means maybe not 30 second, maybe that 30 milliseconds. So it's pretty much immediately expired. Anyways, so let's put it back to 7 day. It's very important, don't forget that, otherwise you will be wondering what's going on. Okay, and then let's try. Now this time the token has been generated for us 7 days, right? Perfect. Now it should continue to work. All right, so you can see this time we don't get redirected. It's all good. Beautiful. So that's how you can handle the expired token as well. That was here in our context. So our next task is, again, we're going back. So it's all looking good so far. We continue to work in our controller. We upload the image to Cloudinary. That will give us, let me just go back to our controller. So we upload the image to Cloudinary. We will get the response URL. We put that into this user's database, update that, and then we send this response, the updated user response, to our application, and then our application will save that updated information, which will include the profile image URL. So that information we will upload in the context and async storage. So next time when user comes to the application, reload the application, whatever he does, this user will have the image saved in the database, and also here in the application each time he logs in.